Fashion, that ever-evolving language of self-expression, often finds its most poignant stories in the quiet handoffs between generations. For Carys Douglas, the 22-year-old daughter of Hollywood royalty Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, style isn't just about trends or labels. It's a thread connecting her to her mother's storied past while carving out her own sustainable path forward. Recently, at a prestigious cultural gala in New York City, Carys stepped into the spotlight not alone, but arm in arm with her 81-year-old father, Michael, whose presence alone evoked decades of cinematic triumphs. The event, a celebration of icons in the arts, provided the perfect backdrop for Carys to reflect on how her wardrobe, and by extension her worldview, has been profoundly shaped by the woman who wasn't physically there but whose influence lingered like a favorite perfume. Catherine Zeta-Jones, the 56-year-old Welsh enchantress whose career spans from sultry musicals to dramatic tour-de-force roles, has long been a beacon of timeless elegance. Her figure, maintained with the discipline of a dancer, has graced countless red carpets and magazine covers, amassing a collection of designer pieces that span eras and aesthetics. It's from this veritable treasure trove that Carys draws inspiration, quite literally by borrowing items to curate her personal style. In a candid conversation during the gala, Carys opened up about this ritual, her voice warm with gratitude and a touch of mischief. "I feel I love vintage clothes," she confided, emphasizing her aversion to the fleeting allure of fast fashion. "I'm not really into that stuff just for sustainability reasons, so I feel very lucky that I have a wonderful closet that I can pick from." Sustainability, for Carys, isn't a buzzword. It's a principle rooted in environmental consciousness and a desire to honor longevity over disposability. Growing up in the shadow of fame, she's witnessed firsthand the excesses of the industry, from wardrobe malfunctions to mountains of discarded outfits post-event. By turning to her mother's archive, she's not only reducing her ecological footprint but also embracing a narrative of reuse and reverence. Each pilfered blouse or skirt tells a story, perhaps a gown from a long-ago premiere, its fabric whispering of spotlights and applause, or a simple scarf that once fluttered during a family vacation. These aren't mere clothes, they're artifacts of a life richly lived, now repurposed to suit a young woman's emerging identity. Yet this borrowing comes with its comedic pitfalls. Carys admitted with a chuckle to her habit of not always seeking permission, leading to those delightfully awkward confrontations that mothers and daughters know all too well. She's like, "Is that my bag?" Carys recounted, mimicking her mother's surprised tone. "I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so." The exchange paints a vivid picture of domestic normalcy amid extraordinary circumstances, a reminder that even in households touched by Oscars and Emmys, the dance of shared spaces brings its share of light-hearted tension. It's these moments that humanize the Douglas Zeta-Jones clan, transforming them from distant icons into relatable figures navigating the everyday chaos of family life. Carys's fashion journey with her mother extends far beyond clandestine closet raids. They've shared front-row seats at runway spectacles, like a memorable 2017 outing to New York Fashion Week, where they soaked in the Michael Kors presentation side by side. The energy of the tent, the swirl of models, the click of heels, the palpable buzz of creativity, must have been electric for a young Carys, then just 14, absorbing lessons in poise and presence from the woman who once twirled through Chicago with infectious charisma. More recently, their bond shone on the sun-drenched steps of the Cannes Film Festival in 2023, where mother and daughter posed in coordinated glamour, their outfits a harmonious blend of classic and contemporary. These shared experiences aren't just about aesthetics. They're about legacy, about passing down not just garments but the confidence to wear them boldly. As Carys transitions from the hallowed halls of Brown University, where she immersed herself in film and international relations, to the unpredictable terrain of post-college life, her artistic aspirations come into sharper focus. The gala marked a subtle pivot, a signal that she's ready to weave her academic foundation into creative pursuits. "I grew up doing theater," she shared thoughtfully, "and I didn't study acting in school, but that's why I'm happy to be in such an informative art space, so hopefully more of that." Theater, with its immediacy and intimacy, has always held a special allure for her, a space where stories unfold in real time, demanding vulnerability and invention. It's a fitting inheritance from parents whose lives are defined by performance, yet Carys approaches it with her own fresh perspective, unburdened by the weight of expectation. Her recent forays into filmmaking hint at this burgeoning passion. In 2024, she starred in 2 short films, Shell, a project that explored nuanced emotional landscapes, and F*******That Guy, an edgy endeavor executive produced by the legendary Spike Lee and featuring the talents of Victoria Pedretti from Haunting of Hill House fame. These roles, though brief, represent stepping stones, opportunities to test her chops in front of the lens while learning the collaborative rhythm of set life. Carys speaks of them with quiet pride, not as launches into stardom but as explorations of craft, much like her mother's early days hustling for roles in London's West End. Of course, family dynamics add rich layers to Carys's story. She shares this world not just with her trailblazing parents but with siblings who are equally charting Hollywood's waters. Her older brother, Dylan Douglas at 25, seems poised to follow the familial footsteps into acting. His voice work on the animated series Phineas and Ferb in 2011 was a whimsical entry point, but recent reports suggest a more substantial leap, a leading role in the psychological thriller I Will Come to You, which he also produces. Dylan's dual hat, actor and behind-the-scenes force, mirrors the entrepreneurial spirit of their father, who balanced screen charisma with production savvy throughout his career. It's inspiring to imagine the Douglas siblings brainstorming over family dinners, trading scripts and dreams in a home where creativity is currency.